So I know the goal on Monday was for a lot of people to go out and buy silver and hopefully even see that affect spot price and watch the numbers go up, but clearly that hasn't happened. Now you're not going to see this video until tomorrow, April 2nd, but as of right now on April 1st, what we've actually seen is the spot price drop. So you can see right here where the market closed on March 28th at 34.12, Monday 34.09, and as we're saying this right now, spot price is 33.78. So not a major shift. I'm not saying spot prices crashed or anything. It certainly hasn't, but it hasn't went up like a lot of people were hoping that it would. So what I thought we would do today is actually speak with a coin shop owner and find out if he's actually seen an increase in business as a result of the attempted silver squeeze, or is it the opposite? So today we are joined by Mike from Mid-America Coins. Mike, welcome back to the channel. How are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you for inviting me up.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you guys. I want to get into it with Mike today. We're first going to start off talking about silver and the supposed silver squeeze that was supposed to have happened yesterday as we're recording this. Right now it is April 1st. Mike, did you notice any sort of spike in your shop from that silver squeeze? Did you have people talking about it? Anyone coming in to buy silver because of it? What's going on?
Actually, it was the opposite, and we figured that was going to happen because there's so much silver on the market. I had people coming in selling.
They were selling during the supposed silver squeeze instead of buying.
Well, if you notice the silver squeeze, it didn't squeeze the silver, it squeezed the gold. You see gold go up and that silver went down.
I did notice that. Is it only silver that people are selling, or is it gold as well?
Oh, no, they're selling a lot of gold.
Selling a lot of gold. So why are so many people selling silver and gold right now? Is it because the spot price is so high, or is there something else to it?
No. Some of the people was, I don't know if you've been listening. There's rumors going around that he's going to try to dismantle the IRS and everything else. So people thought, well, maybe I just won't pay my taxes. And, so that's what they played on. And then they realized, wait a minute, this ain't going away. It's not going as fast as they thought they would. And like I tell everybody, nothing happens overnight anyway. As far as dismantling the IRS, I don't know if that's really ever going to happen. Right. But, it'd be nice, I guess, if it did get dismantled. But right now they realize they still had to pay their taxes.
People really thought that they weren't going to have to pay taxes? Seriously?
Oh, I had one guy out there took his tax money and went and bought him a brand new pickup truck.
That doesn't... So I guess that doesn't compute. Let's ignore that because I'm sure that's going to bring a lot of comments. I'm sorry, that answer just threw me off. So what other reasons are people selling their gold and silver besides that? There's got to be something else because it's not just you.
Well, the economy has switched around. Some people don't have a lot of money right now. And, they saved this for a rainy day. I mean, and one of them, like I said, it is for taxes. I mean, whether you look at it or not, I bought a lot of gold just so people could pay their taxes. I had somebody beginning of the year come in and said that they found out that Oklahoma will take silver to pay their taxes. So they wanted to buy silver from me. And I said, don't sell your silver to the government because, the bottom line is that you're paying them more taxes. So if you look at Oklahoma State, you can now pay your state taxes with IRA silver.
So what do they value the silver at spot price?
At spot price.
Interesting. So, I mean, if you have just IRA, eligible Buffalo rounds and most shops are paying $1 back of spot, it'd almost be better to just take it to them than for your taxes than to sell it to a shop though, right?
Now, but this is a different market right now. It will turn around. People will start seeing premiums start going up, shops paying spot plus. It's all going to happen again. If you remember, 2021, just right after COVID, did you see that big squeeze there? And silver just went crazy. It dropped way down. People were buying it left and right, but the premiums were higher. There was premiums on it.
Yeah, I mean, all the markets fell out. In fact, you had a negative, I believe oil actually went negative during that initial drop, but nobody was actually selling the physical silver for that price. That's what it was showing on the markets at the time.
Well, yeah, they were selling it $2 and $3, $4 higher.
I'm pretty sure it was more than that.
Well, it got to a point where we was paying just to buy from the foundry companies $253 over. We had to pay, so now you've got a $5 to $6 premium. I mean, the thing was, it was a whole lot different. This squeeze here, It didn't happen that way. Gold went up, silver went down. Everybody decided, wait a minute, I need to do something. I don't want to lose all my money on silver. That's one of the things. People thought, well, it's starting to drop again. It got up here. I'm going to dump real fast.
So they are selling it because the spot price is higher and they're afraid it's going to go back down, is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, because you're getting rumors. People said, oh, it's going to drop underneath 30, But you remember when it was working its way to 30, people said, oh, it's going to drop to 23. Here's the thing, guys. None of us are analysts. My suggestion, if you don't have to sell, don't sell yet. Let's see where it goes. I mean, because as you know, in 2011, it hit 47 to 49 an ounce.
Yeah, which I think adjusted for inflation today is like in the 70s.
Right.
Yeah. So it definitely still has room to grow. I mean, I get people wanting to take profits though. There were a lot of people that were buying silver and it wasn't doing anything. And now that it's actually up to, almost 34 an ounce, actually, as we're recording this, it's like 33.50. But I can see people that kind of want to get out of it. It makes sense. Mike, I was thinking about what you kind of just said there, though, with the original silver squeeze and with the COVID thing. Wouldn't it make sense to you, and I want to get your input, of course, but the reason that the silver squeeze pushed the premiums up so much in 2021 is because we were just coming out of the COVID crunch where, you had mints shut down and refineries shut down, and the silver wasn't being produced into marketable or sellable form. For example, 10-ounce bars, 1-ounce bars, rounds, eagles. There wasn't as much of it being produced. So it was a lot easier to buy up what physical supply there was, but that didn't actually affect spot prices. It affected the premiums because there was none of that available. What are your thoughts there? Is that basically what happened, or?
That is exactly what happened. You are right on that one. But today we have low premiums. I got foundry companies that I can buy it at spot or less, so that's why we can sell it at low premiums. And here's the thing, people got to remember, and I said this before, I think in your video, eventually, if everybody starts dumping on the market, people start running out. I actually had a customer in here just a little while ago.
Hold on. Before you finish that story, running out of what?
Huh?
You said if people start dumping it on the market, the shops start
running. I'm sorry, running out of funds.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, and I don't care how big you are, eventually it happens. So the guy asked a smart question to me: what about when the foundry companies can't buy it? Then we are in trouble. If the U.S. Mint and the big foundry companies, everybody says, wait a minute, we're overflow. And I'm going to tell you, one of the largest foundry companies right now is overflowed right now. They got a few people laid off because companies like mine who spend millions of dollars with them is not buying this year because we got so much coming in. Without the buyers, they start tightening up. They're still depending on their gold places that are buying jewelry gold, to make rings, stuff like that. And them guys are still buying. But what happens when the people can't afford to buy a gold ring?
Gotcha.
Because gold got too high.
So let me ask you this then. Let's compare to 2023, because in 2023, that's when the banking scares happened and there were a lot of people buying gold and silver. Let's compare 2023 into 2024 into now. Have you seen more or less people interested in silver as a way to stack or to get their money out of the US dollar?
In 2024, I still seen a lot of interest. 2025, it's still a little early yet. We're only in the third month, but we are seeing less interest.
You're seeing less interest than you did last year and the year before. Okay. Well, today we're in the fourth month, just so you know, because it is April 1st.
But... yeah, today is April Fool's Day. Yeah, I apologize. You're right. We just started to.
But you're right, though. Only 3 months in, and you've seen a lower demand. So did you have anybody come in at all to buy silver because of the silver squeeze? Like even one customer?
Not for the silver squeeze, no. Actually, we did have a person in here today that bought 2 rows of silver rounds.
And what are you charging for your rounds and for your eagles today, for that
Well,
matter?
we are about $1.50 over, and we're $4 on eagles.
What does it cost for you? You had mentioned that you can actually buy rounds from foundry companies right now for spot. What about eagles? What do you have to pay to get eagles into your shop if you were to have to order them? Like you said, you're not even ordering them because people are bringing them to you. But if you were to have to go out,
I had to order them. Our cost is around $2 1/4 to $3 1/4. I mean, I'm sorry, not $2 1/4. We're paying 3.25 to 335 is what we're actually having to pay right now. The number one guys, the big guys, they're paying 275 over. We all got to make something. The thing we got right now is even them guys, they're seeing a big squeeze where they're holding these eagles. You know, they're not getting them to us. I can order boxes right now and get them, and probably get them a little closer to their numbers now because they haven't been selling. It all based on how many boxes I take. We took 30 boxes in the beginning of the year, and it took us almost 3 months. We still got about 5 or 6 rows still back there
Of eagles?
of eagles,
Okay.
not boxes, but look how long it took me. The year before, 2024, 1 month in, I was making another order.
Okay. So that is a big difference. Wow.
Yeah,
It-
we sold around 80 to 90 boxes of eagles last year. I don't know if we're going to see 40 to 50 boxes this year.
so when you run out, so you're down to like just a few rolls left, but it took you 3 months. When you place your reorder, how many are you going to order?
Well, that's just it. We because we have so many dealers that actually took and traded me in metals. I got backdate eagles and stuff back there. So really, I hedged my eagles by keeping the backdate eagles. So if you stop to talk about that, I'm sitting on 15 boxes of backdate eagles back there now. So I'm kind of hedged in with them. We probably don't know when we're going to put another order in until somebody calls me up and says, Mike, I need more boxes. At that point, I'll place an order. I'm a little leery about putting an order in right now. Normally, I would already had it ordered.
That's fair. So do you think the weakness in, silver and gold and people's demand for silver and gold is because the prices are so much higher than they were a year ago?
No, I really don't think it's got nothing to do with the hype because if you look at what Eagles were going for last year, 37, 38, they're getting a little higher premium last year. So it's really in the same numbers. So as far as Eagle goes. Now, guys, just remember this. When I said I'm using them to hedge back, it's because if you ordered backdate Eagles from me, you can buy them for around 275, $3 from me. So why do I want to order new ones? Most of my customers say they don't care if it's new ones or old ones. If they can save money, they'd rather buy the backdates.
Fair enough. What about at coin shows? Has the demand for silver at coin shows been pretty stagnant as well? Just not in your shop, but there also?
Bottom line, I did a show this weekend. I set up that show took 8 tables. I could have took 1.
Wow.
Hardly sold anything. I was sitting at 1 table doing nothing but buying. I had customers calling me up and saying, Mike, are you there? Are you buying? Yes. They came in, got their money. Instead of walking the room like most people do, they walked out of the room with their money, walked right out.
So, man, the Tulsa coin show that you put on every year is coming up in a couple of months. I wonder if that's going to be the same thing. Are you hearing anything about?
I want to say this. What I am hearing, just like I just had a guy in there, he's getting ready. His house he's selling. He wants to put it in metals. He's getting 400,000. He said, I want to save it for the Tulsa Coin Show. I had a couple of people tell me that they're saving their money for this show because they think silver is going to still be the same or under. And the way I keep looking at this market, I think they might be right.
So basically, the reason they're saving it is not just for the Tulsa show, but also because they think when they go to the Tulsa show, it's going to be cheaper than it is right now.
That's what they're banking on.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. The Tulsa Coin Show, guys, I'm going to be at that one. And obviously, Mike puts it on, so he'll be there. But I'll be there coming up in June. You want to tell us when that is exactly?
Yeah. Guys, the show starts on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. I was just at this show that I was just talking about. The Ozark Club came up to me. We already have the Missouri Club said they're coming. So they were talking about busing their kids in too. We're going to be doing a 2 days in a row kids giveaway. So, and the U.S. Mint's going to be there giving stuff away. We have Heritage Auction House going to be there. We got Stacks and Bauer said they're going to make an appearance. We got NGC who took 4 tables this year. We got Annex. We got a lot of stuff going on. And the most one I like the best is the Art Bar Association. Don't usually get out of Florida and come to shows. They're coming there not only to do the show, but they are going to be doing uh, memberships. You can get memberships. And so also they're going to do a couple of seminars while they're there, educating you on art bars. Remember, guys, when you join this club, they send you magazines and on the art bar so you understand what your bars are worth. Because, guys, you never know what you're setting on. There's still collectors out there, and there is still buyers on them.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's going to be interesting. It'll be a fun show. And like I said, guys, I will be there as well. So coming up in June, you said 12th, 13th, and 14th? Did I hear that right? Yeah.
And Mike from Cape, he is one of the guys that's on the board of the Art Bar Association. And he will be there too.
Wow. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a fun show. Mike, hopefully the people watching, come up there and see us. That'd be really cool. But if you wanted more information, where would they go to get that information from?
You could go right to either TulsaCoinShow.com, or you could go to our website, MidAmericaCoins@live.com. We got a lot of information up there. You call us and ask us about it. Guys, it's free to get in. There's not going to be any cost to you to get in. So, please come out and have fun with us.
Sounds good. Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure having you on, and thank you so much for the insight. It'll be interesting to see what silver and gold does here in the next couple of months for sure.
Yes, I'm going to be really interested. I wish them guys would spend some of that money here to get some of this inventory out of here, but I get it.
Got it. All right. Well, thanks again, and have a good one.
You too. Thank you. Bye.